Alrighty guys, so today I'm here with another video, and the reason I'm making this video is because of some upsetting news with the new Pokemon game Sword and Shield. So, in case none of you have already noticed, Sword and Shield is supposed to come out later this year, and I'm really excited for it, but the only problem from the new Pokemon game was the most recent news about it. And that news was because they're launching a new cloud-based Pokemon transfer system called Pokemon Home, which means we could transfer our Pokemon from previous generations over to Gen 8. But the big problem here is that when they mean transfer Pokemon from previous generations over to Gen 8, they only mean Pokemon that appear on the Galar region Pokédex. And if it's not on that Pokédex, it is not allowed to be transferred over to Sword and Shield. And basically what's been happening is that since Gen 3, Pokemon have been able to be transferred over to later generations. So you could have a copy of Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green, and transfer Pokemon all the way from those games which came out in the early 2000s over to Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is great. And you technically still can, except they have to appear on the Galar region decks, meaning Red Gyarados from Heart Gold and Soul Silver can still be transferred over to Sword and Shield, since he's already confirmed to be part of the Pokédex. And another Pokemon that can be transferred over is Charizard, since he's from the Pokédex. And Mew could also be transferred. Pretty much any Pokemon from previous generations that appear on the Gen 8 Pokédex. And it seems not only that is upsetting me and many other fans, but also what's really upsetting us is that they're also dropping the National Pokédex again for the second generation in a row, which they have done in Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon. Meaning that if you're trying to catch all the Pokemon, then what happens is that you can't exactly keep track. And when I was playing Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, and then I would catch a Pokemon, like for example my Shiny Swallow or a Kyogre or something from Ultra Space, it wouldn't even register to the Pokédex. It would just ask if I wanted to give it a nickname, because there's no National Pokédex to get after beating the game. And explaining all that, I just hope that when they do the Diamonds and Pearl remakes, that they actually let us transfer all the Pokemon over, and not just the ones on the Sinnoh Pokédex. And unfortunately, the bad news about this is that it's already plans that they're going to be doing this for future generations as well, which means Gen 9, Gen 10, Gen 11, Gen 12 are all going to be like this. And I do not like this at all, especially since some of us have shinies or event Pokemon that we got in some of our older games that we really want to transfer over, but can't transfer over because Gamefreak won't let us bring it over to the newer generations. I might still be able to get the older generation Pokemon onto Pokemon Home, but I might have to wait to use it in a game that actually supports those Pokemon. Like if the Gen 9 game has a Swallow in the Pokédex, and I'll be able to finally bring Shiny Swallow over. And basically that's kind of how the new Pokemon Home thing works. And I just hope that in the Sinnoh remakes they bring a national Pokédex, since in the original Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum they actually gave extra routes with Pokemon that were not able to be seen until beating the Elite Four and Champion. I just really hope that Gamefreak listens to the fans and sorts this out. And I believe the reason for all this is because if you look at the total Pokédex from Gen 1 to Gen 8 already, it's over 800 Pokemon, and the 3D models are complicated to make. Okay, so I thought the best way to end this video would be to show you the collection of some of my Pokemon that might not be getting into Sword and Shield. Let's just start with my main party. This is my Blastoise. This is my Mew. Well, the good news is I already checked and Mew is already in the Galar Pokédex, so it looks like Mew's getting in. I called him Psycho, I don't know why. Yeah, and this is the one from the Pokeball Plus. And this Mew was with me since the beginning of my playthrough of this game. And then here's Big Chungus, my Nidoking, Hot Wings the Charizard. It looks like Charizard's getting in as well, since I saw him on the Galar Pokédex when I checked. Pikachu is on that Pokédex as well. Here's Venusaur, and this is just the main party. And I have a whole collection that I caught because pretty much there are no wild Pokemon battles here, so I pretty much had to do a lot of catching with the Pokeball Plus. Well, I don't have it with me right now, but I do have a Pokeball Plus. How else would I have gotten this nice little Mew? So, look at all these Pokemon I have. And a lot of Psyducks. A lot of Geodudes. Well, some of these were because basically you can find the original Kanto starters in the wilds, but in order to do that you kind of have to go on a catching streak of a certain Pokemon, and that's kind of how I got Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, which are now my prize Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard. And here's the Snorlax. I didn't really use him during this playthrough. And here are some of my legendaries. Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, and of course Mewtwo. And this may be an interesting collection, but I got a lot more. Now I'm going to show you my collection from Ultra Moon. So this is my party. Here's my Zygarde, Primarina, Lunala, Zapdos. I'm not sure why I nicknamed it that. I don't exactly remember. I guess I tried to nickname it something else and I accidentally clicked finish. Necrozma, which I call it a quick ball, here's proof, and my Haunter. And now I'm just going to show you everything in the PC box. A lot of these I got from Ultra Space. Here's my Palkia, Tapu Koko, Tapu Lele, Celesteela, Blazefulon. This I got in a trade, because in my game I can only get Stack Attacker, and I was able to get 2 of them, so I traded one of them for a Blazefulon. Ultra Space, a lot of these I got from Ultra Space. This is just the type null I got from, I think Gladion is his name, and I called him type a bunch of nonsense. I don't know why. And then this is my prized Lycanroc, which I just called the Rock. And this is basically, I got it through mystery gift. And I just hope I could transfer it to Pokemon Home and use it for later games, because this thing is great. And this is my Salandit, Uxie, Lugia, Regice, and my Moltres, Azelf, Pheromosa, Verizon, my Xurkitree, Cresselia, Latios, or wait, Latias, I just nicknamed it Latios' wife, I thought it would be funny. Articuno, my Thundurus, and this is the special Swallow I got from Ultra Space. Okay, so I was going legendary hunting in Ultra Space when I found this nice green little thing, and it's a Swallow. Just look at how nice and green it looks. And this is Buzzwole, which I got in a trade for Zoroark, which was pretty nice. And originally I was going to see if I could trade this for a Buzzwole, but I was able to find someone that just wanted my Zoroark. That was like level 62 or 63, so I just gave that one away. Another Xurkitree, Mewtwo, another Xurkitree, Terrakion, my Entei, Kyogre. Well, I guess that's it for box 1. And here's box 2, Cobalion. And this is, of course, Nebby the Cosmog, which the good news is it stayed in its PC box. And this is Nihiligo, which I named No Name, which was named after that blue jellyfish from SpongeBob. I'm not sure why I called this one G. And this I called Tapu Muscles because he has big muscles. Here's my Zekrom, my Poipole, my Charizard, Yveltal, Stack Attacker, Regigigas, and that's it. And a lot of these are my prized collections, which unfortunately, because Gamefreak had to be Gamefreak, doesn't want me to bring it over to Sword and Shield. Just please tell me in the comments whether you think Gamefreak should later on change this rule and make it so that all Pokemon from previous generations can make it over to Gen 8, even if they are not in the Galar Pokédex, and to please include a National Pokédex. And looks like I will be ending the video here, and I'll see you all on the next one.